Y'all, I just had to say something about this Doechii'S situation. I absolutely love her, but the way she's got these men's on the internet panties in a bunch right now is absolutely throwing me. But it's also pissing me off because they're not listening. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, an interview came out today where she said her red flag is straight men, and these straight men are losing their mind. Instead of sitting back and having some self-awareness, some accountability to be like, why would a beautiful black woman say this about me? Y'all are literally getting on the internet making videos being the exact reason why she said it in the first place, which doesn't make sense at all. Y'all are literally getting on Beyonce's internet and taking the time to drag and disrespect this beautiful woman on International Women's Day, by the way. Look at my shirt. It literally says black women deserve better because they do. And instead of y'all sitting there and figuring that out and being like, how can I as a man be a better representation of a man where women feel safe and comfortable and respected? Nah, y'all are making your little videos crying and acting like, oh, this is holding us back. Y'all are holding us back. I feel like the reason why she even said straight men was an umbrella term for misogyny, because that's the problem in this country. And instead of y'all realizing it, you just literally just keep doing it. Make it make sense.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I didn't do an episode about this because I thought her comment that she made was so asinine and stupid. Not to mention, I think she's 21, 22. So my temperament for people 20 years my senior, like, they're idiots. What do you want? Most of them. They haven't lived long enough. And you do the math. They only been an adult for what, 4 years? What are we talking about here? I don't take anything from a person that's been an adult for 4 years any type of serious. You at least got to be an adult for, like, if you're 30, I may consider some of the shit you say because you've lived 13 years, which in the grand scheme of things ain't really shit, because 13 years ago I still was an adult. So you got a lot of growing to do. However, at least at the age of 30, your frontal lobe cortex is folded or has molded. You ain't working with soft spots in your head. Your brain's thinking right if you've read a few books or not. So then there's that. So I didn't really want to do an episode. I did do a mini clip I put on my Instagram for whatever that's worth. But this woman right here, it's like the reason men had a problem with that. First of all, let me attack all the shit she said. One, ma'am, those are hood niggas that are treating y'all like that. Lack of respect, sexually harassing y'all, objectifying y'all, yada yada yada. That's first. Second of all, men make you feel safe, comfortable, and all that if they're in a means class, education, wealth. If you don't have those, and it don't have to be all of those things, if you don't have those things, or at least 3 of those things that I named, the wealth thing is actually a bonus, but if you don't have those components, typically most niggas is immature. They're young, inexperienced. Like I said, they're hood niggas. Probably want to stay away from them. Stop encompassing all men. It's the same way when men that do podcasts encompass all women when they see a few women do OnlyFans. While there are women that do OnlyFans, it's probably, if I had the ballpark in America, it's probably 1 million in the grand scheme of things. When there's 100 and give or take 59 million people in America, what the fuck are we talking about? So I don't sweat the technique. This woman, however, clearly likes wearing boy clothes, or she's a. If you're a lesbian, I have a problem with that. That's problematic. That's why most men took objection to what Doechii'S said, because it's coming from a woman that is sexually fluid and or has all the makings of a lesbian. If you like women, we kind of don't want to hear from you. It's literally like I told a friend of mine that was a lesbian, stop trying to give straight women advice about men. You don't even us. You don't date us. You're not in relationships with us. It's a moot point. It's like literally a gay nigga giving advice to straight nigga about women and dating. Why would you take his advice? He doesn't even like women in a romantic, sexual way and or whatever. So that's like literally taking advice from a person that isn't a car person, but you're asking them questions about cars. Why would you do that? So yeah, I don't ask questions from the garbage man about stock tips unless he does stock trading, which he probably doesn't. So then there's that. So I didn't really want to tackle this because this woman right here clearly is a lesbian. She got a shirt on saying that women deserve better. From who, ma'am? If your lover is another woman, you should probably mind your business. That's literally the only thing I can give to this. Not to mention, Doechii'S has a toxic video that I posted on my Instagram where some dude she was with was pointing a gun at her. I don't know if it was loaded or not, but she was telling him to pull the trigger because she trusted him. That in itself is toxic. So the fact that you would actually fix your mouth to say that straight men are toxic when you do toxic shit with straight men is problematic. Like I said, irony doesn't work out in real life, in books, scripts, screenplays, and movies. In real life, it makes you look like an idiot. You probably shouldn't do it. That's literally like Republicans speaking out against homosexual love, and then you find out that they got a gay boy lover. See the hypocriticalness, the contradiction, and the irony of that? Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. So, yeah, what I will say is, women, stop listening to idiots on the internet giving their advice. In the words of Benny Siegel, and I hate to quote him, but he made a point when talking to Charlemagne, you're not qualified to ask certain questions. And like my pop said, things that don't concern me, I don't concern myself with. Meaning these are lesbians. Why are they concerning themselves with straight men, or even having, in the words of Tupac, a motherfucker opinion? In any event, if you like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.